Solace Sabah is an addiction treatment retreat. So what we do is we specialize in treating all kinds of addictions. So generally there are two families of addictions. One is known as substance addictions, another one is known as process addictions. So substance addictions basically are related to all kinds of chemicals that people get addicted to. Heroin, alcohol, anything that is chemical related. Now process addictions are what is known as non-chemical addictions. So basically they could be things like gambling addictions, internet addictions, or even sex addictions. So we specialize in these kinds of compulsive disorders and addictions. That's what Solace Sabah Retreat does. Now we don't call ourselves a rehab because unfortunately there is this negative understanding of the word rehab, and so we call ourselves a retreat. And we are an international center located in Kota Kinabalu in Sabah. Now because it's an international facility, we have people from basically all around the world, various regions. I would say still 50% of the patients, our clients, are from Malaysians, another 50 to 60% probably from various countries, mainly the Middle East, Australia. At this point of time, this is the main population. Majority of them are males still. We do have ladies once in a while. On average, we have about 16 to 18 patients at any point of time. Now, our capacity is big. We can take up to 26, but we generally stop at 18. This is a good number to focus on when we have people on site for treatment. We have at the moment about 48 staff. And out of the 48 people, there are 15 clinicians. So we have psychiatrists, we have psychologists, we have nurses, recovery coaches, we have nutritionists, fitness trainer, art therapists. So we have a full team that works with the client. So each client will have probably a psychologist, a therapist, a coach working with him specifically in his individual issues. 28 days is the sort of the international standards for residential treatment. They say 28 days mainly because for insurance purposes. So most insurances that pay, not all pay, but some of the insurances that pay for addiction treatment or mental health disorders pay at the 28-day cycle at a time. But on average, patients do stay up to 3 months. 90 days is known to be a good time frame for any kind of behavior change. So 90 days is a good time frame to look at. So there are various kinds of, like I said, two major families. Now even chemical addictions alone, the substance addictions, there are so many types. Heroin, alcohol, and the latest one now is stimulants. And one of the most popular ones is what the street name for it is ice, as most of us seem to be, we hear this very often, amphetamines. So at this point of time, I would think ice addiction is the most common, followed by probably cannabis and alcohol. Well, for me, this is something that has been intrinsic from a good family, a middle-income family, family of teachers and educators and academics. And somewhere during my life, at the age of maybe 19 or 18, I got involved with alcohol. Now, my choice of drug at that point of time was alcohol. Now, the reason I use the word choice of drug is because certain people tend to be prone to certain types of substances. It serves specific needs. Now, addiction is not a choice. Addiction, fortunately or unfortunately, is a disease. We know that. Now we know that through research and science. So why is it that some people are prone towards certain types of substances? It's something to do with the biological, psychological, and social background of each individual. So for me, it was alcohol. I struggled with alcohol for many years. I couldn't find treatment. I couldn't get out of it, to the extent I lost family, I lost friends, and I lost everything around me, and I became a loner. It was isolation.